Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy King Kong back at the mic and I welcome you to this video. You probably already saw it at the thumbnail. Wukong got picked in a professional game by the player CAPS, who's playing for Fnatic at the mid lane, and it's so exciting, man, to see Wukong in a professional game, so you can see how pro player actually play him. And even the commentators are so excited about that pick. Listen to them, man, listen to them.
The adaptation for Mist would say we'll get the chance, won't get to respond too much to the last pick.
I want to see what Caps picks here. Or
Oh,
is it gonna happen?
Oh, let's go! Oh, League of Legends, babe. This is why when I was memeing with pros yesterday about this Wukong, people kept giving me weird looks. This is real, isn't it?
The commentators are going so crazy on that pick, man. It's so funny to listen to them. Yeah, but Wukong is a funny champ, dude. He's a good champ, and we never have seen him in a competitive game that much. I remember the last time Wukong got picked in a professional on a professional level was last year at the NA Challenger Series by the team GCU, and before that he got picked in, what was it, 2015 at the EU LCS, where Frederick picked Wukong in the jungle versus Giants. So it's very exciting to see him again. Also Caps, you gotta keep in mind Caps is one of the best players, so pretty exciting to see how he plays the monkey. Now, before we get into his gameplay, let's pull the analytics for this one and let's start with the skill order. There's nothing special to mention. He puts a point into EQ and W early on, and then he maxes E first. Even after the nerf, we gotta say, even after the nerf, he still goes E first. Of course, he puts a point into the ult whenever he can, means at 6, 11 and 16. Let's move over to something more interesting, that will be the item purchase order. Since he was facing Yasuo, he started with a Doran shield, a warding totem and a pot. At the first back, he went straight for Tiamat. I'm assuming to push out the lane as quickly as possible and to look for roams. Later on he went for Ghostblade first, which pretty much confirms my point about roaming. Also he bought Ninja tab-wise. Now instead to go for Duskblade, he actually went for Stormrazor first by buying the first two items, as you can see, the BF Sword and the pickaxe. Now unfortunately the game didn't last too long, so we can't see what his final build looks like, but at minute 26 he went for another Serrated Dirk, which will be most likely the Duskblade later on, I think. So you can say his core items are Ghostblade, Stormrazor and Duskblade, and of course the Tiamat. Don't forget about the Tiamat early on for the pushing potential. But for now guys, let's hop into the important part of this gameplay. At the very beginning I have noticed that he is playing it very safe. He's just looking for farm, not trying to trade that much, and as Wukong mid lane you are safe anyways. You are a safe laner, since you can just decoy away in case someone ganks you. So you are very safe on that lane, and this is how you are supposed to play against a Yasuo. Early on he will beat your ass, I'm telling you guys, but at level 3 you can start to trade with him, especially once his shield is down. You can easily punish him for trying to kill minions. And here Caps is trying to cheese on Yasuo by sitting in that bush and waiting for the perfect moment to go in with an EQ auto ult him to death. Unfortunately he couldn't make it, he was too far away, the Yasuo player, so unlucky. But this is a common technique of Wukong players. If you have a high kill potential on your enemy lane, especially if you got everything up like Caps here, ult is up, ignite is up, flash is up, and of course electrocute, you can just go in one of these side bushes and try to kill your opponent. They will never expect a monkey jumping out of the bush, man, and 100-0 them just like that. And here you can see what I have said basically in the beginning, that he's planning to push out the wave, which is easy with Tiamat in your pocket, and then to look for roams on the bot lane or top lane. Unfortunately for him nothing happened here, nothing special, but as soon as he realized that, he goes back on lane to farm the minions that are about to die to their own turret. And here we will see the first team fight happening around the mid lane in the river. We got Trundle going on with the pillar. He got hooked by the, the pike, and Wukong coming in straight invis. He dropped the decoy in the bush and went invis on them, but he didn't press ult. So he decided, okay, I'm not going for that. I'm gonna play it safe. So we better back off that shit. I'm better not ulting these guys. And yeah, he just backed off. He decided not to ult there. We didn't see any trades between Yasuo and Wukong so far, but here we see the first engage from Wukong on the Yasuo with the Pyke in the background, Pyke backing him off, and they are able together to execute, to kill Yasuo here. So what we can take away from that is that as Wukong, it's all about farming, guys. It's all about farm your lane, play it safe and simple, and basically just wait for someone to gank your lane and then go all in, because the all in of Wukong is very good to pick off champions, especially if you have some help from some other teammates like the jungler, or in this case the supporter. With the CC backing you off with the CC, it should be a guaranteed kill, like you see here, where the Pyke with the Pyke execute on the, what do you call this, Yasuo. And here we got Mr. Caps going hard straight deep in the enemy jungle. He doesn't give a fuck where he is. He's just going for this trundle, man. And what I want to point out here is, before he went into that enemy jungle, he actually pushed out the mid lane, everybody. So he pushed out the mid lane to keep that Yasuo busy on the mid lane, and then he went for the enemy jungle to pick someone up there. And you see Mr. Caps is running there in the enemy base, getting caught here by Mr. Moon. But I'm not sure why he's not turning to the right here towards his own team. He kept on going straight forward to the next enemy turret. He would have died anyways like that, so he should have just turned to the right. A little mistake by him. Shit happens, guys. Happens. Even for pro players. And guys, here we are about to see some sexy plays by Mr. Caps. We all know the power of Wukong, the engage. And here we got Wukong coming in with flashing, EQing the Lucian and ulting him to the death. And he can do nothing, man. He can do shit about it. But notice here how much farm this Wukong has. Like Caps had at the current state like almost 300 CS. He had in the end of the game, he had like 300 CS, dude, which is a lot. Like look at this. He has now 329 CS, which is a lot, dude. Stats wise, he's not looking that good, but CS wise, oh my lord, he has some farming skills, I gotta say, man. And here again you see, man, farming is the key of success. Farming is the key to win the game, and if you focus on farming, guys, you will succeed for sure. Just like Mr. Caps, he's just farming with the Wukong, waiting for some support from the own team, and once he got the support from the own team, he just went for these engages. And this is all about just farming until you got the couple of items, and once you got the items, Ghost Blade, Storm Razors, maybe Dust Blade on the top, man, you can already one-shot people. And this is all about, and he did it beautiful, man. Let's see what the commentators said to this fight.
Any squishy champion against him, and you can see it here. This is the point, Niski, you told me it was going to happen at level 6. We didn't see it till level 16 that he started one-shotting people. It took a Storm Razor. But my god, this champion, once it has a couple items under its belt, is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, you just misheard him. Level 6, level 16. It's basically the same thing over here. But yeah, I was still not a full believer in the Wukong during this game. I'm like, yeah, he did some damage, but the rest of his team came and helped him out. And then I saw that one fight. I was like, okay, now I see what's going on here.
Yeah. The pocket. Tell me a little bit more about this Wukong pick. Why it was so good.
So last year in summer, I one-shot Hansama with the Kayn mid. And I was trying to keep it a bit fresh, so we were trying out some Wukong mid, and we got it, so we're happy.
All right,
yeah, this guy is happy, dude. He is happy playing Wukong. We are happy too, I think. We all of us are happy too. Finally seeing Wukong in the competitive arena being picked by pro players. I think we are all happy to see him there. And I hope people won't cry for nerfs and shit because of that. But this is how Caps play Wukong, guys. He basically, to summarize a little bit up, he basically just plays him safe in the mid lane. He just pushes out the lane, builds the Tiamat to push out lanes even easier, and then he looks for roams. And that's all about, man. In team fights he looks for the squishies, of course, like Lucian in this case, and he just hops on the squishies and kills them. And this tells us this is how we should play him maybe too. Just farm safe on the lane, and later on in the team fights have your impact. Yeah, that's it guys for this video. I hope you can take something out of it, and just tell me below in the comments if you could take something out of this. Would be interesting to know. Otherwise guys, we're gonna see each other in the next video guys. Leave a like, leave a comment as always, and if you haven't, just hit the subscribe button. And yeah, until next time guys, peace.